Hey everybody, welcome back to our 5-minute follow-up with Smarketing Connect professional Darrin Fitzgerald with Artie Media. Darrin, real quick, if you could just remind us who you are and what you do.
Yeah, sure. I am still Darrin Fitzgerald. I show leaders how to use films and video to achieve business goals. Real simple.
Perfect. So one of the things that we do on this 5-minute follow-up is based on the podcast. There's usually a question or two that we like to ask the professional back because there's enough spark and interest or information that we need to pull out of you from this. And in this particular case, I found it fascinating that we started talking a little bit down the path of hosting the video on your own website versus using YouTube and Vimeo and some of these other platforms. And there's some value to that, right? So I'm guessing there's some SEO value, but I'll let the expert kind of talk about that. So tell us a little bit about why you were heading down that path.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things I learned early on when I built my first website is the value of SEO. And then I really delved a little bit deeper and found that is a specific number of things you do for video SEO. It is its own process of search engine optimizing, so that by doing so for your video, you're actually raising the value of your page or your post as a whole in comparison to every other search result that would come up that has no video on it. So you're going to rank that much higher by having a page that has a search engine optimized video on it. And what I talked about is why use YouTube when essentially you're just creating another destination for somebody to find you. And yeah, it's another way to find you. But the real question is, when you're in the Vimeo environment and they're watching all those videos and they have all those different videos on the side and another 20 videos below, are you ever going to get them back? Are they ever going to take the 2 clicks it takes to get back to your website? I'll tell you that happens less than 1% of the time.
Wow.
Most people don't know that. So while there is value there, maybe for Red Bull or Home Depot or Lowe's for how-tos or lifestyle type videos, you want your ideal customer on your website. That's where you want them to view your contact, because for most of the businesses that we know around us, 90% of the conversions take place, the ultimate conversion takes place on your website. That's the bona fides. That's where they go for their information. And that's how they find out about you. And then they're going to either fill out a form, email you, or pick up the phone. And I will tell you about one other thing as an example, Tom, that is something that I won't say that I invented it, but I definitely took other models and spearheaded this. It's called the Video FAQ series. I have the first one definitely in the region. I started writing it 7 years ago, and it's on my website. It's called Video FAQ series. And the way it's designed is so that there are questions that my ideal clients have, and I try to answer many of those questions. And the actual page of each video is a video dedicated page. The name of the page is the actual question. So if you pick up your phone or you say, okay, Google, or hey, Siri, how much does a video cost in Boston? If you actually ask your smart device that, or okay, Google, I'm probably going to be on that first page. Also, another one is, how do I prove ROI, return on investment for video production? I'm probably going to be on, page 1 pretty high up. So those are just a couple examples of the value of video SEO. And real quick, a couple of the tools are we can create closed captions. Those can be indexed. You could create an on-page PDF that can be downloaded that also has the ability to be indexed. We could do an actual on-page transcript of the video. So lots of different tools there, as well as all the different metadata that you can include, so that Google, when it scrapes and indexes your pages with video on them, it can then, in effect, read the video, right?
Amazing. That's an awful lot of information, and good thing this is on a recording because people can rewind and listen back. But
right.
But I also want to invite you to go check out that FAQ series. I did, and I loved it. There was so many pieces of information on there that I found super valuable, and it was definitely worth the time that I spent on checking out those FAQ videos. So Darrin, thank you again for being on. You're awesome on the podcast. You're awesome again. So I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll leave you with one final thought. The most powerful marketing assets we have at our disposal are the questions we answer every day. Thanks, Tom.
Bye, everybody. Thanks.